I can't wait to meet her. With his track record of women, like in treatment of women, though, I'm nervous. We're gonna get that recap a little bit.
Glare.
Is it gonna make us sad? Okay.
That was
L.
footage from surveillance cameras at the station. The death of one of the FBI agents is captured on here.
Wow. Will they have footage of Light?
Light would know where the cameras would be, right?
I would
the
think
surveillance
so.
cameras? If they're like the
So
train
based on the
station's
records I
actual
have here,
cameras.
13, he boards a train on the Yamanote line.
Falling asleep, they're overworked.
I think it's going to be very difficult for us to draw any real conclusions from this work.
Watery is so cool.
Oh, thank you very much for that.
Isn't that what every person wants during an investigation? Some
Yes.
ice cream?
Station and dies on the platform.
It's quite strange, don't you think?
Yeah.
We know that Ray Penberg got on the train, and then an hour and a half later he got off and died on the platform. And more importantly, there's the envelope.
Oh.
When he passes through the ticket gate.
Well, I don't see an envelope on this list of his personal effects.
Which means it was left on the train. And if you watch closely at the very end here, it seems like he's straining to look inside the train before the doors close.
Ooh. I don't think they're going to be able to see anything, though, right?
There's no reason for Kira to come to the scene of his own crime when he can kill from a distance.
But he couldn't. Because he needed to get all that other information.
He needed to get all of the other FBI agents killed.
I mean, if they looked at the timing that email was sent by the supervisor, wouldn't they be able to realize that Ray's death was used in that way?
Maybe.
Criminals' names in the death note for 4 days straight. I don't see the point in writing these names weeks in advance.
Weeks in advance.
Suppose the son of the detective superintendent of the NPA was hospitalized. If criminals stopped dying at the same time.
That's awesome. That is so smart.
Are you sure that I can use any date as long as it's before the end of a person's predetermined lifespan?
I can't guarantee it because we Shinigami don't normally work that way.
So he doesn't know if someone would actually be supposed to be dying sooner in real life, naturally. Is that going to happen to him where he sets for someone to die and they end up dying earlier?
Maybe.
Yes, this is Suzuki, head of Kira's Investigation Public Information Division. Ray Pember's fiancée.
Heard that name before.
Yes, you have.
So it's her. From the Los Angeles baby murder.
Wow. The Los Angeles. I want to know about that.
I guess she must have come to Japan with her fiancé.
I'm sure that anyone in her situation would be pretty depressed.
That's like the obvious to go for.
If anything, it's more likely she'd be trying to catch Kira.
For killing her husband.
That's the case.
I didn't know Ray was tailing two different agents' families.
I'd like to focus our investigation.
We only knew about
on
Light.
those people
Yeah.
Ray Pember was tailing. He was assigned to 2 police officers and those closest to him.
They don't know yet. That was one of my questions.
Deputy Director Kitamura,
Kitamura.
Detective Superintendent Yagami, and their families.
Oh.
Like to place wiretaps and surveillance cameras in both households.
Oh my god. Do you think Light's gonna know that they're being tapped?
He has to notice.
To hide these clippings from the death note in here.
It seems like you're pretty skilled with your hand. I bet you're pretty popular with the girls, aren't you?
Okay.
I'm guessing you're
Well, that was sure a change of atmosphere in the show.
Ryuzaki, what are the odds that Kira's in one of those households?
Maybe 10%. No, it's closer to 5%.
Of all the people we've investigated so far, not one of them seemed even the least bit suspicious. Even if there's only a 1% chance, we simply can't afford to ignore.
Wow. Detective Yagami's awesome.
I don't want any blind spots in the house, and that includes the bathroom. But there is no point in doing any of this if we can't be thorough. Now I suggest you keep quiet.
Wow, I bet you this is really hard for him to do, you know?
I can set them up at any time, provided we know when both houses will be empty.
Does
love
Ryuk
Walter.
go everywhere with Light, or is he gonna stay there and see them put up the camera?
Light's smart. He should be able to tell something's different, right? He already thought it was weird that nobody else was home yet.
Did they put them in his room?
I don't think anyone else is in the house right now. Do you want to play some video games?
So Ryuk was there. So Ryuk must have seen them put that up, right?
It's been a while. Does that mean that they have played video games in the past? Can Ryuk hold a controller? I have so many questions.
For a 17-year-old kid, I wouldn't say this kind of behavior is particularly abnormal. When I was his age, I did strange things too.
How old is L?
Your son about the investigation?
Of course not. I've never once revealed classified information to my family.
Doesn't look like these clothes have been bugged. I think we're safe. There's a very strong possibility that there are wiretaps and maybe surveillance cameras hidden throughout my house. When that door is closed, the door handle automatically returns to a horizontal position and it won't go any higher than that. But whenever I close the door, I adjust it.
Oh!
That method alone doesn't tell me if my door was actually opened. So I put a mechanical pencil lead in place as well. I take the pencil lead and rest it on the hinge in such a way that it will break if the door happens to be opened by anyone.
He's thorough.
Did he do this before the Death Note? Was this like a thing he did? Or is this just new because of protecting
First the door
this
handle,
new mission of his?
Then the lead. I know someone was in there today. My family wouldn't have noticed the piece of paper. What's suspicious is that someone took the time to put it back in the door.
Yeah.
Are you buying a book about wiretaps and surveillance so you can figure this mess out? Once the apple's in my mouth, no one can see it. But while I'm holding it, it looks like it's floating.
So I guess it won't kill you to stop eating apples for a while.
Don't you think that's what apples are to me, what cigarettes and alcohol are to humans.
Really?
I even get withdrawal symptoms.
He's like addicted to them.
Body gets all twisted. I do handstands. It's not pretty.
This is probably the most comedic energy there has been in
real,
a Death Note.
Yeah,
episode.
most personality and everything too that we've seen from Ryuk.
If it's so important for you to eat apples, you'll have to find out where all the cameras are hidden.
Yeah, a camera search. Sounds so interesting.
Oh my gosh.
That's what he bought. He wants to appear like a normal teenage boy.
For a reason that he like has something blocking the door, right? Like a reason that he's secretive.
But it seems contrived.
Are you honestly telling me that you suspect him?
I do suspect him.
Even if this is the Kira case, I didn't think the Japanese police would ever go this far. This must be L's idea, which means they've narrowed down their list of suspects. By now, they must have figured out that it was someone who Ray Pember was investigating, or they wouldn't have gone to all this trouble.
This is so awesome.
How's he gonna get out of this?
Come on, dinner's ready.
Can you imagine being Detective Yagami and having to be at work watching your family eat dinner?
No, I can't imagine that.
Watari, please contact the broadcasters and tell them to play our message.
Oh.
In response to the Kira murders, Interpol has decided to dispatch a force of 1,500 investigators to Japan.
How are you gonna react, Light? How are you gonna react?
It's obvious they're just trying to evoke reaction from me. Now, this is the exact same trick he used last time.
So there must be another trick.
Even the FBI agents who were secretly investigating were killed by Kira. Why would this be any different?
Oh my god.
This is nothing more than a desperate attempt to shock Kira in the hopes that he'll reveal himself somehow.
He's gonna think, wow, this guy's pretty smart, huh?
But not smart enough.
More
Your son's clever, isn't he?
Is he more suspicious of him now?
I don't know. I think he's trying to seem clever, but not too clever.
Headlight. I found every camera they put in the house. There sure are a lot of cameras in this room. I counted 64.
What?
I was just...
You to at least find some of them.
That's a lot of cameras.
How am I gonna be able to eat apples?
Obviously, that's impossible. Any normal person would slip under these circumstances, but it won't be that easy with me. I've set things up so that criminals will continue to die over the next 3
Was there
weeks.
something in the bag of chips, or was that just a visual?
Needs to see that criminals whose names are being broadcast continue to die while I have no access to that information.
The symptoms are starting!
Oh, he really does get symptoms. Isn't Elle gonna be like, why is this kid writing so feverishly.
Continue to kill criminals whose names are broadcast on the news while masquerading as a typical high school student studying for his entrance.
Oh!
I'll take a potato chip.
What? I've never been...
And then you have Ryuk, like, freaking out over apples.
I am marking out over somebody eating potato chips right now. This is insane.
Now, a criminal who I should have no knowledge of will die of a heart attack in 40 seconds. And the witness to my alibi is L himself.
Whew. You better take that trash out yourself, though, right?
A few minutes ago, a bank clerk being questioned on suspicion of embezzlement and a purse snatcher being held in a detention center. They both just died of sudden, inexplicable heart attacks.
From just past 7:30 until now, 11 o'clock, your son's done nothing but study.
Oh.
So I suppose anyone who didn't watch the news can't be Kira, right?
That's what they want you to think. Oh my god!
It doesn't make sense that Kira would kill two petty criminals right
They're
after
not,
the
like,
identities were broadcast.
Big scale, right?
But the Yagami household seems almost too innocent to me.
Today's garbage day, so if you've got any, bring it down with you, okay?
Be careful throwing away your garbage, Light.
You usually say there's no need to remind me, Mom.
You saw the bag of chips, right?
Are they gonna search through the trash?
Yeah. They have to, right?
Good morning.
Oh, he's watching it directly go into the garbage truck.
Oh my god. Whew. I'm glad that they showed us it go directly into the garbage truck too, and how Light looked for that.
I mean, I'm honestly surprised they showed that to us, because that would have been like a huge like suspense for the next episode of us like guessing that maybe they'd be snooping through the trash.
Back to the discussion. He's thorough. He's thorough. He's thorough.
He's thorough.